Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Jade and Maya. I'm Maya, and I'm really excited about today's episode because we're talking about something that makes a lot of people nervous: job interviews. And not just any job interview, a job interview in English. Jade, have you ever had a job interview in English?
Oh, yes, I have. And I remember feeling so nervous, not just about the interview itself, but about finding the right words. Would I sound professional enough? Would I understand all the questions? Today, we're going to make sure our listeners feel prepared, confident, and ready to impress. This episode is perfect for intermediate learners who want to sound natural and professional in an English job interview.
Absolutely. Here's what we're covering today. Part 1, before the interview, useful preparation phrases. Part 2, common interview questions and how to answer them. Part 3, questions you can ask the interviewer. And Part 4, how to end the interview confidently. Let's go.
Okay, so let's start before you even walk into the interview room. Preparation is everything. One thing many people forget is that you might need to communicate with the company before the interview, by email or phone. So let's look at some useful phrases for that.
If you receive an email inviting you to an interview, you should reply to confirm. You can say, "Thank you for the invitation. I would be happy to attend the interview on date at time." Or if the time doesn't work for you, "Thank you so much for the invitation. Unfortunately, I am not available on that date. Would it be possible to reschedule?"
Always be polite and professional in written communication. Use full sentences, not short messages like you'd send to a friend. And always say thank you. It shows good manners and makes a great first impression even before you arrive.
Another tip: when you arrive at the reception desk, you'll need to introduce yourself. You can say, "Hello, my name is Maya. I have an interview at 10 o'clock with Mr. Johnson." Simple, clear, and confident. The receptionist will direct you from there.
And while you're waiting, stay calm, sit up straight, and if someone makes small talk with you, respond warmly. You never know. The receptionist might mention to the interviewer that you seemed friendly and professional.
Now, the big part: the interview itself. Let's go through the most common interview questions and how to answer them in natural, confident English. Jade, what's the very first question almost every interviewer asks?
Almost always, tell me about yourself. This sounds simple, but a lot of people don't know how to answer it well. The key is to keep it professional and relevant. Don't talk about your whole life story. A good structure is present, past, future. First, say what you do now. Then mention your background. Then explain why you're here.
For example, "I'm currently working as a marketing assistant at a small company. Before that, I studied business and communications at university. I'm looking for a new opportunity where I can develop my skills and take on more responsibility. That's why I'm really interested in this role."
Notice the phrase, take on more responsibility. That's a very professional expression. Other great phrases for this question are, I have a background in, or I specialize in, or I have around 3 years of experience in.
The next very common question is, why do you want to work here? This is so important. Interviewers want to know that you've done your research and that you're genuinely interested in their company, not just any job.
A strong answer might sound like this: "I've been following your company for some time, and I really admire the work you do in sustainable fashion. I believe my experience in digital marketing could contribute to your team, and I'm excited about the opportunity to grow with a company that shares my values."
Key phrases there: "I've been following your company," "I really admire," "contribute to your team," and "shares my values." These phrases show enthusiasm, research, and professionalism all at once.
Next question: what are your strengths? Don't just say, "I'm hardworking." Be specific and give an example. Try, "One of my strengths is communication. In my previous role, I regularly presented reports to senior managers, which helped me become more confident and clear in how I share information."
And the tricky one: what is your greatest weakness? Don't say, "I have no weaknesses." Nobody believes that. Instead, mention a real weakness, but show that you're working on it. For example, "I sometimes find it difficult to delegate tasks because I like to make sure everything is done well." But I've been working on trusting my team more, and I've seen really positive results.
That answer is honest, self-aware, and positive. It shows growth, and interviewers love that.
Here's something many learners don't realize. At the end of almost every interview, the interviewer will say, "Do you have any questions for us?" And the answer should never be no. Always prepare 2 or 3 questions. It shows you're genuinely interested and engaged.
Great questions to ask include, what does a typical day in this role look like? Or what are the opportunities for professional development here? Or how would you describe the team culture? These questions show that you're thinking seriously about the role, not just trying to get any job.
You can also ask, what are the next steps in the hiring process? This is useful because it shows you're organized and keen to move forward, and it helps you know when to expect to hear back from them.
One question to avoid: don't ask about salary in the first interview, unless the interviewer brings it up. It can make you seem more interested in money than in the role itself. If they do ask about your salary expectations, you can say, "I'm open to discussion, but based on my experience, I was thinking around amount."
The end of the interview is just as important as the beginning. How you leave the room is the last impression you make, and people remember it. When the interview finishes, always thank the interviewer. You can say, "Thank you so much for your time today. I really enjoyed learning more about the role and the company."
You can also reconfirm your interest. "I'm very excited about this opportunity, and I look forward to hearing from you." That phrase, "I look forward to hearing from you," is very professional and very common in formal English.
And after the interview, send a short thank you email the same day or the next morning. Something like, "Dear Mr. Johnson, thank you for the opportunity to interview for the marketing executive role today. I enjoyed our conversation, and I'm very enthusiastic about the possibility of joining your team. I look forward to hearing from you."
That small gesture can make a big difference. It shows professionalism, good communication skills, and genuine interest, all the things an employer is looking for.
Okay, let's do our recap. Part 1, before the interview. Confirm by email, introduce yourself at reception, and make a good impression even before you sit down. Part 2, answer common questions using key phrases like, "I have a background in," "I specialize in," and "I look forward to." Part 3, always prepare 2 or 3 questions to ask the interviewer. And Part 4, end with a thank you and follow up with an email.
Remember, a job interview in English is a skill, and like any skill, you can practice it. Write down your answers to common questions. Say them out loud. Record yourself. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. You've got this.
We would love to know, do you have a job interview coming up? Or have you had one in English before? Tell us how it went. Share this episode with someone who needs it, and don't forget to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Maya.
And I'm Jade. Good luck with your interviews. We're rooting for you. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.